James Bond returns, in which he is off battling the evil organization known as Spectre, run by Ernst Blofeld. Can 007 take them down before it is too late? I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed this film, mostly because of the mixed feedback it's been getting, with one critic calling it the worst 007 movie in 30 years. Yeah, because 2002's Die Another Day was a masterpiece, right? Enough of that, however. What do I like about this one? I love that this one really does feel like a lot of the early James Bond films, but it still manages to make it a bit more realistic. You have some gadgets, a massive henchman who has a gimmicky way of killing people, Spectre, Blofeld, etc. It's all there, but it never gets too far-fetched. Generally, I'm torn on Daniel Craig's portrayal as Bond. Sometimes I find him boring, and other times he's very charming. In this film, I think he falls somewhere in the middle. I think one of my favorite scenes with him in this film, even though it's brief, is when he's drunkenly interrogating a mouse. That was pretty funny. I still think his best performances were in Casino Royale and Skyfall, but I think he's not too bad here. The ensemble does a really good job as well. I really like Andrew Scott as C, playing this smug agent, not too different from when he plays Sirius Moriarty on Sherlock. I also really liked Ben Whishaw as Q. The film gave him a lot more to do, which I was very appreciative of since he did turn out to be one of my favorite characters. He's smart, resourceful, and gets a lot of good laughs. The Bond girl Madeline Swan was fine. I thought the backstory of the character was decent, but as the film went on, I didn't really think she did anything that was really memorable. Christoph Waltz's Blofeld, however, was wonderful. He's a very imposing and intimidating character, right from when you first see him. He's a very quiet character, but he gives you the sense that he could snap at any moment and kill you himself if he wanted. He has a lot of the traits you would expect with Blofeld, so it doesn't feel like a completely different character. I would probably put him on par with Javier Bardem's character from Skyfall. The action scenes are also well done, from the helicopter battle in Mexico City to the car and plane chase in Austria, and the final battle in London. Occasionally there's a little bit of shaky cam, but for a majority of the time it's easy to follow. I think that the song by Sam Smith, Writings on the Wall, is not that bad either. It's just not really a song I would associate with a James Bond film. I can't really tell what it is about it. It does have some of the traditional James Bond orchestral notes that are in a lot of his songs, but this just sounds like a million different songs I would hear on the radio. Not a bad song, but not the best James Bond song. To me, this film is not as bad as a lot of people have made it out to be. It has flaws, sure, but nothing that completely ruins the film. Personally, I think Skyfall is a better film, but Spectre is a worthy follow-up. I had a really fun time watching it, and that's the best way I think one should go into it, to expect a good time. It's loaded with lots of action, an engaging story, a fantastic villain, fun side characters, and that vodka-drinking, womanizing, and everlastingly charming Bond. James Bond. Thanks, this is an O.M.M review. This is O.M.M, signing out.